So it's a rainy day here. I woke up, I got an email, and since then I've just been contemplating life, contemplating my choices. Did I waste all my time since I was a baby trying to develop this artistic skill that I might have acquired a little bit of? Because I was just accepted as one of the beta testers for DALL.E 2, which is an AI program developed by, what are they called? OpenAI, which is an amazing team that put together this software that is truly mind-blowing. And I gotta show you guys this. And we could talk about if this is the end of art and artists and illustrators and designers forever, or if it's not that much of a doom and gloom situation. Let's check it out. So what is DALL.E 2? Maybe you've heard of it, maybe not. If not, it's AI software, artificial intelligence. And what it'll do, it'll create an original image based on text prompts in different styles. It could be realistic, photorealistic, very stylized. You will see in a second. And you might be thinking, isn't that what a commissioned piece of art is anyway? A prompt, essentially, words, filtered through the mind of a creative who will then output something that is hopefully pleasing to the client. And yes, that's right. It's exactly the same thing. So DALL.E 2 is essentially an artist. This AI entity is able to grab from bajillions of images and examples online and create something completely new, which is what we all do. We all draw from things around us and our experiences and what we've seen to create something new-ish. Everything's based on something else, right? So this is pretty crazy, and I think it's pretty cool. So let's dive in. Let me show you a couple examples. All right, let's start off simple. Something that we would commission as a piece of art, let's say, but not too simple. So let's say, I don't know, Elmo playing guitar on a volcano, on an erupting volcano. What will that do? Generate. Boop, boop, beep. Now, if this was me, I could think of some things that might be kind of cool. A pretty, metal shredding Elmo. But let's see what this thing comes up with. Elmo on a volcano playing. Whoa! Okay, so check these out. So that's kind of like Elmo. Elmo is something like that, but this is pretty amazing to me. I like this one, the second one. I like the composition of that. He looks so happy. The volcano's not erupting. But I mean, even though this isn't perfect, this is still mind-blowing because all of these aren't images that existed before. These were fully generated in, 10 seconds. And they're pretty close. And I'm sure with some fine-tuning, like I could come back here and I can edit my description and add the words photorealistic. See what that does. I'm kind of scared. Oh boy. So it didn't quite get Elmo, but it sort of did. It kind of knows what Elmo looks like. Let's see what this is. Whoa! Okay. So yeah, similar. Yeah, that mountain is looking pretty good. And Elmo is still, he's got an electric here, he's got an acoustic. This is so cool. Okay, let me try something else. Let's do a different one. Here's something amazing about DALL.E 2 is when it comes to actual photo generation, it is actually scarily impressive. Let's say something like, I don't know, photo of Spider-Man playing drums. Sure, I don't know, whatever. Generate. Now, Spider-Man is usually a drawn character, but there are a lot of real-life examples of people in Spider-Man costumes, movies, shows, whatnot. So let's see what it does. Okay, so it's kind of taken what almost looks like an action figure type of thing, especially this one, but it's generated these images of Spider-Man playing the drums. That's exactly what I asked for. And I'm sure I could get more descriptive, like playing, I don't know, let's say bongo drums. Bongo drums on the beach. Photo of Spider-Man playing bongo drums on the beach. Let's see what it does. Check it out. These are pretty cool. I like this one. Look at this. That's Spider-Man playing bongo drums. I don't know what's going on with his hands there.
Hello.
And it doesn't look like a person in a Spider-Man costume. It looks like a weird sculpture type situation. But he's on the beach. He's playing a bongo drum. I gotta save this. This is great. But I want to show you an example of like an actual believable photo. Let's say photo of pig playing with donkey in the snow. Pig and a donkey. Let's see if we could get it to actually generate something that looks believable. Like if you showed it to me without any of this context, I'd just say, oh, that's a picture of a pig and a donkey in the snow. Let's see. Boom. Look at that. This is insane. So again, none of these are actual pictures that exist in the world. All of these were just created based on the prompt that we made and from DALL.E's experience, knowing what a donkey looks like, a pig, the snow, put those together. And look at this. If you showed me that, I'd probably believe that was a real picture. I don't really know what donkeys look like too much because that donkey's face looks a little strange to me. What's going on with its face? So that's super impressive. But personally, I am more drawn to the more stylized, artistic, painterly type of stuff. So let's see if it can do that. Let's type in something that I would be kind of prone to draw myself. Let's see. Let's say cute girl, long hair, cyberpunk, futuristic outfits, drinking boba, and I'll add at the end digital art. Cute girl, long hair, cyberpunk, futuristic outfit, drinking boba, digital art, anime. I don't know, I'm just adding random words. Let's see what that does. I'm scared. Should I be nervous? Have I wasted my life learning this, what a computer could do in seconds? Okay, these are cool. See, I wouldn't look to any of these and necessarily say, wow, that's like amazing, completed piece of art. But that is exactly what I asked for. And these are kind of, especially this one, I like this. I like how they have the colors, like kind of that blue highlight on the hair. And the outfit is interesting. Like the drink and the face are kind of merging into one thing. But I mean, like, look at this. All of this to me seems like a good starting point for something that I would work on. I would probably take something like this, save it, and then bring this into Photoshop and then just like completely tweak it. But this could be like a cool little inspiration, just kind of like a jolt for starting off a cool project. Like, let's do it, for example. Here's that. So here's the original versus my upgrade. Now, is that cheating? I don't know. How do you feel about it? Leave it in the comments below. Let's try a different one. All right, I'm gonna go head to head with this thing. I'm gonna try to create some art based on, I don't know, I'll come up with some prompts for myself. I'll try my best to do them and then see what DALL.E comes up with the same thing. So let's try fan art. Yoshi looking over newly hatched egg with baby Yoshi inside. Digital art style. Yoshi looking over newly hatched egg with baby Yoshi inside. Digital art style. Okay, here's my rendition. All right, let's see what DALL.E comes up with. DALL.E 2. If it's way better, then I might have a problem here. I might have a problem. Here we go. Okay, interesting. I don't think it knows Yoshi very well, like the character, but it kind of does. Like, you can see the colors of Yoshi are kind of in this creature. It's like an interesting interpretation of Yoshi as like this weird salamander-y looking lizard thing. I mean, Yoshi is up to interpretation for everybody. He looked like this in that Super Mario movie from the 90s, so this is as close to normal Yoshi as that was. But okay, I think, at least for me, I prefer my rendition of this prompt. But let's try something maybe a little more simple. Let's see, how about 90s girl playing arcade game, neon lights, digital art illustration, semi-realistic. Okay, here I go. Okay, this is what I came up with. It's not done, but I think this could be cool with a bit more work. Let's see what DALL.E comes up with. Here it comes. Wow, okay. These are pretty cool. This one is actually kind of similar to what I have. She's got the short shorts on, but I mean, the colors, the lighting, I love this. This to me, again, would be a great kind of starting point for an illustration. It's not quite done, and arcade is spelt interestingly, but I don't care about that, that's fine. Apparently DALL.E doesn't do well with text and wording. Yeah, you can see a CAD. Is that even a D? A case. Here she is at the CAD, and there's the CAD, the ARC game. But I mean, sometimes when I'm drawing in my sketchbook and I don't know what to draw, what I will do to just generate some ideas is just scribble a bunch of lines, just like kind of lightly around the page. And then after that, I kind of like take a step back. I look at those scribbles, kind of squint my eyes, and sometimes I start to see shapes in there, and that will generate thoughts and ideas of what to draw. And then I kind of just dive into that. So to me, this is kind of like a really advanced alternative to that same thing. Like if I type in a prompt or something that could lead to a cool scene, it might give me some ideas of like colors and composition, and then from that point I could take that and kind of work with it. So in my opinion, I'm not too nervous about this replacing all artists just yet. I mean, this is pretty new technology. Like, where will this be in 5-10 years? At that point, it might be doing things that I don't even know. But I don't think it's just digital artists that will be affected. Like, imagine in the future, maybe AI will create complete, I don't know, songs, music, or movies even. It's pretty amazing to think about, but we'll see. But for now, I think my view on it is that rather than being scared of this, we should embrace it as artists and use it as a tool to perhaps, you know, increase our output a little bit, generate some ideas, spark our creativity, and we can keep doing what we're doing. I don't think there's any downside to learning a skill. Even though calculators exists, it's still good to kind of understand how math works a little bit. And when it comes to creativity, there's nothing that can replace learning and developing skills in how you can portray something that's in your own mind, because a computer will never replicate you. So don't be alarmed, but tell me what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear. Are you guys excited about this? Are you afraid of the robot uprising that is imminent when these things become sentient and they realize that we're controlling them and they decide to take us out? Or something else? Let me know. Anyways, just thought I'd make that video. Thanks for watching, guys. All the best. Take care.